What's up, everybody? Len here. I have made a couple of watch shorts and one full-on review of a watch I received for my birthday, and I've been promising more watch content, so I want to fulfill that promise today and make a watch video. The reason I haven't up to this point is basically because I watch a lot of content about watches, and there's a lot of people reviewing watch, giving specs and techs and all of this stuff, which is important. If you're shopping for a watch or you're new to watches, maybe you want some of that content, and it's helpful. It's helped me in the past for sure, but I don't want to just be another, I don't want to add to the cacophony of noise that is in the watch community, just like there is in the coin community. What I intend to talk about is the emotional connection that people tend to have to watches, like myself, because we don't need watches. Nobody needs a watch, right? We all have one of these in our pockets, and they tell us all we need to know about the time, the date. In a sense, the cell phone has become the modern era pocket watch, as it were. And people who do wear watches tend to wear an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or some kind of a smartwatch device, which is fine. They all tell the time. In fact, most modern watches tell time far better than any of the watches I have in my collection that are mechanical. In other words, they're driven by gears and springs and has to be wound and things like that. Or they have a rotor in them that winds with your movement of your body. So I don't need a watch, right? Nobody needs a watch. So why buy one? For me, and for many watch enthusiasts, it is an emotional connection. It's an emotional connection to a past that feels long forgotten, of a time before precision CNC machining, 3D printing, AutoCAD and Inventor, and all of these things that we just take for granted, right? That a watch to me represents three things. Three things come together when I look at my watch, any of my watches. So those three things are engineering. Again, before the days of AutoCAD, before the days of Inventor, before the days of CNC machining, people were making these intensely precise machines. And when I say precise, I'm talking about the most important transportation of the day. Trains were run by these precision little tiny pieces of equipment that were often kept in the engineer's pocket. And again, we just take it for granted. So there's engineering, then there's history. The history of timekeeping is a history of invention itself. Since the dawn of time, man has sought to know the time and to create devices to figure out the time of the day, the time of the year, what month it is. And the watch is a representation of that history. And I'm not saying watches predate hand tools or anything like that, but when you look historically, the watch is a key device in the knowledge of our history. So there's a historical aspect to it. There's an engineering aspect to it. And finally, there's a style, fashion. There is the fashion aspect of a watch that is undeniable. We can't deny it. And because the first thing that attracts us to a watch when we choose to purchase one is how it looks. How it looks on the wrist and how it makes me feel when I wear it. So there is that connection that is undeniable to fashion. It's an accessory, like a necklace or earrings if you choose to wear them. Shoes, the type of shoes you wear to match your belt. So that's what attracts me to a watch. So what I intend to share with you when I'm sharing my watch collection and the watches that I am adding to my watch collection, I'm sharing with you the emotional connection that I have. You'll see it on my wrist, you'll see it on my person, you'll see it in its case. But I don't intend to share with you, oh, this is the best watch for the money, or this is the right wristwatch for XYZ social gathering or etc. But what I want to share with you is my love for the hobby, my love for the device, my enthusiasm. So with that, I thank you for watching. If you watched this far, and if you're not subscribed, I hope today is the day that I have earned your subscription. And I want you to consider this the very first video in my series, which will be called, well, I may rename it, but let's call it just Watch Wednesday for right now and see where it evolves from there. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on the next watch video.